Let's play and welcome back to World of Hockey Season 15. As you can see, the last episode we won the cup, so that makes 4 cups in 3 years for us as we beat the Halifax Mariners in the finals. So they were trying to get their second cup in a row, and we kicked them to the curb in 5 games. So we have a couple guys that we need to sign. Shane Wright being one of them, the guy who led our team in points in the playoffs. So we already sent him a contract, I believe, last video, or at least off camera anyways. I think Matt and Marcus are 2 other guys that I want to keep around, so we're going to go ahead and offer them contract extensions as well. If they're interested in them, and they are, Matt is. 2.275 for a 6-year deal. We'll go 2.2 for 6. You know, it's a movable contract, so it's not terrible. Marcus wants one as well. He wants 2.8 for 3 years. I'll give him 2.6 for 3 years. And we'll see if those guys feel like signing those or not. So let's get into the drafts and see what the heck is in here for us. So I think we should have a first-round pick, I believe, from Louisville, if I'm not mistaken. Should be the mid-20s. Yep, there it is. 21. So we'll go ahead and check what is in the draft class. So Stephen McCarr never got fully scouted, which is an issue. So we have the 21st pick. So we'll go to Central Scouting. Make sure we have it perfectly set here. Our pick would be right here. And he's a top 4 medium potential defenseman who doesn't know how to use his teammates. So I'm going to look to see what is in the other part of the draft. See if we can get something better. Garbashev. Okay, so this guy, goalie, would be a decent pick. Cashman. Elite medium grinder would be a good pick. Burnett, who's at 50. So he's in the second round. Midway, at least. We got Payette, who's at 34. Who's a left wing, so he's like right at the second round. So let's try to go for him, I guess. I also have Brock Besser, who I think I'm going to try to trade, so maybe I'll throw him in a deal. We have a lot of time, so let's look at the trade market and see what we can figure out here. So, right winger is Brock Besser. We need to bring back a left winger. And we don't really need our first round pick. What's Baltimore have? They're interested, so we'll see what they have. Tom Blick's their best player. That's sad. I feel like I'll try to get Vince back on our team. I feel like he needs to play on a decent team, and I feel like we should do that to him. Baltimore would be over their league salary cap. That's okay. So bring in Vince. Eddie Garlock. There we go. All right, Vince is over on our team now. And now let's see if we can move Brock Besser for a proper left wing. Still rejected. Goddamn, man. I don't want to drop it down to 30% retained. I don't want to have him at $7 million. That's the reason. There we go. Okay. So the 3 first Soderstrom, Besser for Tulipov. Perfect. Okay. Feel like I'm also going to trade away Novelstev and get ourselves a pick. I'll go 39, see if they want to do Novelstev for the 39th pick. There we go, perfect. Alright, so now that all the trading is done, and we've got some new faces on our team, let's go ahead and sim to our pick. Okay, they got rid of one of our best defensive prospects. But all in all, I think we should be okay. So we're going to go ahead and take Adrian Payette here, I think. Well, let me look at this defenseman and Andre, because we did get rid of one of our best defensive prospects, you know. So, Bart Swack, 51 games played, 10 points, plus 9. Leadership ability, shutdown ability, great puck mover, mobility, skating, foot speed. So he just has to work on his skating. You know, we're going to go with the defenseman to replace the defenseman we lost. I think that's a good idea. He's already a 72 overall, so that's a nice bit of drafting right there. Let's go to our third pick. Oh, the 4th pick, I mean. I thought for some reason we had a 3rd pick. I guess not. We'll see what is on the docket here. Cashman it's going to be. Philip Cashman is a gem. He's right here, so we'll draft him. Then we'll hit up our 5th pick. was gonna say 6th, not 6th, 5th. And we'll see what we have. Any crazy elites? Nope. What about any gems left? We got 2 gems. We got Bear Coil, who's gonna get drafted first because that name's awesome. And then for the 6th pick, I guess we'll grab the other guy. I think he was also in the 200, so nothing to worry about. Yep, 274, Christopher Perrott. And since there's no more gems left, could have just made the random pick, but we'll go for the alt name team as we usually do. Who's got a stupid name? Let's see. Or an awesome name. Billy Pushor. Nico Coco. Yes, sir. Come aboard. Alright. So, very intense draft. Lots of trades. Vince coming back on the team. Hopefully he has a spot. And, yeah, so we'll see. It'll be interesting. I think we'll switch him over to a left wing before we go to the re-signed phase. So Matt Savage accepted he's coming back. Marcus Lee accepted he's coming back. And Shane Wright accepted. So that's pretty much everyone we needed to sign. See how much cap space we have. We should have a bit more than after getting rid of Brock Besser and Novelstev. Yeah, we have $11 million, so that's nice. We'll see who's in the RFA markets. So Ruchin, Scrivens, Noonan, who we're probably going to need as a defenseman. So we will... What does he want for a contract? 1 year at $850. That's fine by me. We'll give him that. Steen, what's he want? 1 year at $850. Perfect. 1 year deals. Scrivens probably going to want a bit more. 2 years at 2.25. We'll do 2 years at 2 to start. See if he's interested. And Ruchin, we'll give you a 3-year deal at 2.7. Okay, and about the UFAs, anyone want to come back? Joel does, Gonzalez does. Gonzalez could be decent depth. So might as well just get rid of the guys that don't want to come back, just so we can see. Hamill doesn't want to come back, so we'll release him. Tim Reed doesn't want to come back, we'll release you. Renez doesn't want to come back, and neither does Backman. Okay, so Joel does. We'll see if we can get him to a contract. 1 year at 1.425. Gonzalez, 1 year at 1.3. It's about as high as I'll go for you. And so let's take a look at our rosters here. So we're going to have Wright, Savage, Bachman, Scrivens as our centers. So we're probably going to need to sign another center. Left wings, we got Perry, Tulipov, Vince, Ruchin, and Joel, if he signs. Right wingers, we'd have Roulier, Wallstrom, Lee, and we can sign someone else to fill in that spot because Gonzalez is more of an extra. Defensemen, we got Picard, Corso, Brandstrom, Chow, Thompson, Lindsay, and then Noonan, so we can get another defenseman in there too. And we all know the goalies. Nabokov, we'll see how much money he wants. He doesn't want to come back anyway, so it doesn't matter. We'll just release him. And Toms and Coco. All right, so let's make sure we look at our unsigned guys first. Get this guy to a contract. Medvinov, we'll sign you as well. Cashman, get you to a contract, even though you're not in the 60s, but you're close enough. So is Malhotra, so we'll sign him to a deal. And I don't think did we get a goalie? I think we did. Yeah, Coco. He's 51. I'll sign him. Why not? French starter. See if he can do anything, Mr. Nico Coco. All right, so let's see if anybody else is interested in signing with us. Joe Blanchard rejected. He's not happy with the amount of minutes he played last season, so that's fine. Ruchin accepted. Noonan accepted. Coco accepted. Steen accepted. Scrivens accepted. Gonzalez rejected. Okay, he wants more money. I'm not giving it to him. And everybody else. So I'm just going to go to free agency. Timmy Reed, who, if we could get him, might as well. Or offer him like 1.95 for a 1 year deal. Dylan Cozens, who we know him very well. He was on our team for a while. Let's get him to a 1 year deal worth $2 million. Centerman Kadri. Dan Kadri, where has he been playing lately? 29 points last season. That's not bad. I think we'll try him. Dan Kadri, drop it down a bit. It's like 1.8 for a 1 year deal. And let's just go straight to defenseman now. Go Matt Dumba. 0.65. All right, so let's see if any of these guys are interested in signing with us. Tim Reed accepted, so there's one guy. Matt Dumba accepted, there's our D, there's our centerman, and there's our left wing. Okay, let's go check out the goaltending market, as we have $5 million in cap space to spend. Wants a 2-year deal. I'll offer him a 1-year deal if he wants to be a backup role. 1-year deal at 4.675. We'll see if he's interested in that. And he's going to North Dakota. Okay, so have fun in North Dakota, you bastard. Vance Craig. Miles Craig. Let's take a look at him. Always been over 900. Barely last season. And hopefully in a smaller role he'll play better. Let's see. 1-year deal at 1.925. See if he's interested in that. Alright, there we go. There's our backup goalie. We're set. Let's sim to next season. Alright, so let's look at what we're rolling with here. Where's my roster moves? Set up our lines for the new season. So we got Wright, Savage, Bachman, who jumped in A3, Scrivens in A2, Cozens and Kadri. Okay, so we got some center depth. Left wings, we have Perry, Tulipov, Vince, and Ruchin. Right wingers, we got Roulet, Wallstrom, Lee, and Reed. Perfect. So we have our 2 extra forwards as centermen, which is nice. A little extra depth there. Fine with that. Defense, we have Makar, Corso, Chow, Branstrom, Thompson, and Lindsay. We got to call up Matt Dumba, who dropped to 79, but it's all right. We'll call him up anyways. And then goalie-wise, we got Tom's in the system. We got Hart and Craig. Looks good to me. Let's hit the best lines. So we got Perry, Wright, and Roulet as their top line. Tulipov, Bachman, and Wallstrom. Bachman taking over the spot from Matt. Then we got Vince, Matt, and Marcus Lee. Could be a good line. Vince might actually do something this season. Let's find out. Then we have Ruchin, Scrivens, and Reed as our bottom line. This could be a real good team, depending on how well Bachman does. Defensively, we got Chow and Makar, Corso and Branstrom, Thompson, and Lindsay. And then we have Matt Dumba as their extra. And then, of course, in nets, Carter Hart and Miles Craig. So we'll see how they do. Carter 34, so Tom has to hurry up and get good. So let's simulate through the first month and see how things go. So 500 record, a pretty abysmal start. We won 1, lost 3 in a row, won 1, lost 1, won 1, and then lost. So pretty, nothing gelling right now, it seems. Jason Roulet, though, leading our team in points, 10 points in 10 games, 8 goals and 2 assists. Not really surprised by that. See how everyone else is doing. Shane Wright with 9, Serge Perry with 8. That's what I want to see from my big guys. Look at Vince with 4 points in 10 games, and +2. Look at him go. Bachman is only put up 3 points in that first 10 games, so that's not very good. He's a second-line centerman, so hopefully that changes. Check out our goalie stats. Craig has played 3 games. He's lost 2, but his save percentage is pretty good. Carter Hart's been a letdown so far, so hopefully he picks it up. Once he picks it up, the team will be all right. Sometimes he starts a bit slow. So let's check where we are in the standings. I saw that we were 3rd in our division, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Finland first. World Conference looks like Finland, Czech Republic, London. We're in 5th. Okay, a big tie though for that spot. Between 10 and 5th is all 10 points. So Madrid, Russia, and Sweden at the bottom. North American Conference is BC, Utah, and Louisville. Of course, Louisville's doing good. And then Newfoundland, North Dakota, and Saskatchewan at the bottom. If Louisville could do bad, that'd be great. So I could get good draft picks. That'd be nice. Alright, so let's simulate another month. It's only 4 losses in the month of November. Pretty damn good. I'll take it. 16-9 now on the season. Jason Roulet with 20 points, 25 games. Slowed down a bit, He's not at his point per game pace, but still playing well. Shane Wright with 16 points. Makar with 15. Perry with 13. A bit of injuries, missed 3 games. Serge Perry's still injured. He'll be injured for another week or so. Wallstrom with 11. Tulipov with 10. Bachman a bit more points now at 9. It seems like once Matt went down, Marcus and Vince stopped scoring a bit because Matt missed a couple games. So it seems like he's the spark plug of that line. Goalies, Carter Hart, much better performance. Craig has 2 wins under his belt now, so good for him. Go look at the standings. Imagine we're first. First in our division anyways. And in the conference, first in the conference by a good margin. Australia and Egypt right behind us. And at the bottom is London, France, and Spain. North American Conference is Baltimore, Utah, and BC. Louisville falling out a bit, good. And at the bottom of that is North Dakota, Alberta, and Newfoundland. 24-14, big time injury month, but we managed to stay afloat and win most of the games. Jason Relay went down pretty much the entire month, like 2 weeks at least, and Wallstrom went down twice. A couple defensemen went down, so I was surprised that we actually won some of them games. That's good. Jason Relay still leading our team in points at 28 and 34 games played. See how many games he actually missed that month. So he missed 4. Serge Perry missed a couple as well. As you can see, he only has 31 games played. He's got 21 points though. Kalmakarov 21 points, Tulipov with 18, Wallstrom with 17, Lee with 16, Backman with 16, Matt Savage with 16. Vince was also injured. He's played 33 games. As you can see, he's only got 10 points. We got 8 goals. Not bad. He's gained some playing time. He's putting the puck in the net, so I can't complain. Goalies. Carter Hart, 928-218, not bad. And Craig still only has 2 wins. I don't even think he played a game that month. I think he only played 8 games last month, so interesting. Still on top of the Central Division by 8 points. Western Conference is us, Sydney, or Australia, and Italy. The bottom of the World Conference is France, Sweden, and Espanyol, Spain. Utah, Baltimore, and Quebec at the top. Louisville jump back up in the North American Division. And the bottom is Alberta, Newfoundland, and Saskatchewan. So the Canadian bottom up in that bitch. Let's sim another month of January, and we'll see where we're at after that. So pretty much a 500 month right there. It was like win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1. Sitting at 30 and 19 right now. So still very good record at least. Can't have another month like that though. Oh, Shane Wright taking over the point lead with 40 points in 49 games played. See where everyone else is here. Jason Relay at 36 and 45. Kyle McCarr having a hell of a year with 31 points already. Perry is 27. Matt Savage at 25. Tulipov not doing too well. 21 points, 49 games. I was hoping he'd play a little bit better, but Scrivens, he needs to pick up his game. But I'm hoping that this second line help boosts him into at least like an 86 next season or something high. He's got 2 years left on his deal at $2 million, so we'll see if anything happens out of that. Oliver Wallstrom doing all right. Backman. I think Backman's actually playing the second line role. I think Lewis Scrimmons is playing fourth line, so he's putting out more better numbers than Backman, which is kind of weird. Vince with 12 goals and 5 assists, 17 points in 44 games played. He's a plus-minus of 7, so good for him. Goalies, Carter Hart with 19-8. Craig is just hovering. He only played 1 game that month. Again, a bit nervous about him. But it's only a 1-year deal, so it's nothing too crazy. Let's check who's leading the league, shall we? Since we're almost at the trade deadline. That's not Alabama. I don't want Alabama. I want the conference or the league. Henry Ecker was 67 points. LeCavalier was 60. Boynton was 60. And Pedersen was 60. So Boynton goes to Saskatchewan as leading their team. Let's check out goalies. Not goalies, goals. James Booth with 37, of course. Caulfield with 35. LeCavalier with 29. Tutu with 29. And Ramirez with 28. A bunch of people I don't know. Well, I know James Booth and Ecker and Pedersen, who has 43 points. Stressel, 41. Brazier with 40, Van Allen with 40. All right, and yeah, so Pim's probably Dave Savage. No, wow, surprising. Gonzalez is up there, so he's actually playing for Egypt, putting up some Pims. And let's check out the hitting leaders. Volkov, James Booth, wow, up there with the hits. Doing everything for Australia right now. Let's go ahead and check out the goalies. Let's see who's shutting the door the best for their team. Looks like it's Nordstrom. 43 wins so far. He's got a 910 save percentage. Not very good. Let's see. Ackerman. Ulf Ackerman with a 932-213. So he's probably the best right now. Carhart's close, though. He's almost there. If he gets a good month under his belt, could be his year. So let's see where we are in the standings. Still first in our division. In the Western World Conference, we are 2 points ahead of Finland, but a game ahead as well. And then Italy's behind them, and the bottom is France, Sweden, and London. North America's got Utah, Baltimore, Quebec. I do not see Louisville at the top of the 8, so that's good. Louisville really fell. Hopefully they keep falling. Alberta, Newfoundland, and North Dakota at the bottom. All right, so one more month till the trade deadline, so we'll sim to then, and then maybe make a splash. All right, here we are at the trade deadline. We're 38-24. Still a pretty good record. Some injuries. We're also killing it. 10 points higher than Finland. Jason really taking over the point lead there, as you can see. 54 points, 58 games. Guy's a stud. Dropped down to an 88, though. He was a 90, I believe. Shane Ray at 52 points in 62 games. Serge Perry had a good month. He was at 44 and 55. Kyle McCarr, Matt Savage, 35 points. Marcus Lee with 33. Bachman with 31. How's Vince doing? Vince with 21 points now. Oliver Wahlstrom, who's like fucking dead. He separated his shoulder. Doesn't say how long he's out for, eh? That's stupid. It'd be real nice to know. Fucking game. He's only played 43 games this year, so we might have to find a right wing to replace him. At the trade deadline, that might be our biggest acquisition. So we'll look into that, but check out how everyone's doing. World Conference, are we still top? Yes, we are. We're 76 points with the game of hand, so we got to technically 2-game cushion over Italy, and then Egypt's right behind them, or not right behind them, but Egypt behind them. The bottom of the world is France, Sweden, Sydney, Australia. And then the North American side is BC, California, and Baltimore. Louisville is falling. I love it. Alberta, Newfoundland, Alabama, bottom there. So let's look at our roster. We picked up some guys on waiver wires as well. So defenseman who was an 80 overall, so we might switch him up with Dumba. I just want to see what's our issues right now. So Bachman is injured, air quotes. He'll be back. I don't think we have anything in the system as a centerman. Malhotra, that's about it. Left wingers, nothing. Right wingers, we do have Steen, but I don't really feel like calling him up. Defenseman, Corso, we got 2 injuries there, yeah. Chow, Dumba. So we're going to go ahead and call up this guy for now. So we'll fix that issue on defense. If I've been putting a forward on defense. The best lines here. Scrivens back in. I don't know why they don't have Scrivens playing the spot. Like, this guy's got fucking 31 points, and Scrivens has... Okay, well, I guess he has more points now. Matt should technically be playing there, but whatever, it's fine. If he's playing well on the third line, I'm going to keep him on the third line. Okay, so that fixes the D issue. But, yeah, I think the right wing issue is more apparent right now, so it'd be nice to get an actual centerman. But we're going to look into it right now with the trades. So Brock Besser is honestly the best bet, but 7.675, I'd have to give up a lot to get him back. So I'll throw in Scrivens, since he's our fourth line center. He's not really going to grow. Scrivens, and I have to give him a pick, which is funny because I already given them a bunch of picks. Try our second round. Scrivens in a second round for Besser. Bring him back. Yep, that works. Okay. These moves were... Oh, it's going to do this shit again, eh? I wonder who they're going to send down then. Fuck my team over with. Let's find out. Auto-fix rosters. Hopefully they don't fuck my team over, but you never know. So now we have Kadri playing down here. Marcus Lee, Vince, Matt, Tulipov, Backman, Besser. Okay. Defensive, Corso, Makar, Lindsey, Brancham, Kinzev, Dumba. So it looks like they probably sent down Timmy, would be my guess. I'll take a look, just to make sure. If anybody. Brock Besser becomes my highest point getter, too, the second I bring him back. So we'll see if that continues. Yeah, they sent down Timmy. Did he clear? He did not clear, so someone picked him up. Kind of sucks, because I wanted to send down Dumba, but the game's like, nah, you can't send down that guy. You fucking stupid. So we'll see who picked up Timmy. Pending free agent. No, that's what I want. I want this, and I want waiver claims. 3 waivers, waiver claims. Australia picked them up. Okay, well, oh well. Alright, so let's simulate for the rest of the season, see how things go. Alright, so the playoffs are here. We have Japan in the first round. We went ahead over 50 wins, but we're also injured to shit on the back end, which is going to be an issue here. Let's go ahead and check who led our team in points and where everyone finished. Looked like Shane Wright did with 85. So Shane Wright with 85, Jason Riley with 76, Brock Besser with 68, Perry with 66, Makar with 54, who's not injured anymore, thank God. Tulipov with 47, Bachman with 44, Lee with 40, Savage with 39, Thompson with 37, Wallstrom with 36. Fucking big time injuries for him, but he's back. So that's good. Vince with 27. It's 27 points in 76 games, -2. Let's go ahead and check the goalie stats. See how Carhart finished. 927, 226. Pretty damn good. And I want to check the AHL guys. So Martindale finished with 63 points. Pretty damn good for a 22-year-old. Hopefully he grows out of that. We can play him next season. Gabriel Noonan. See how our goalie did. He was injured for a while, but Trevor Toms, 13 games, 12 points, 912, 282. Not terrible. For a 21-year-old, I won't complain. I forgot to switch back. Let me switch back real quick. Oop. Back to the WOH. Let's see where everyone finished. So we were top of the Central by 20 fucking points. Jesus. World Conference looks like us. No, we dominated. Italy, Egypt, Germany, Russia, Switzerland, Beijing, and Japan. And at the bottom of the world was France, Sweden, and London. Over on the North American side, we have BC, Baltimore, Utah, Wisconsin, California, Cincinnati, Saskatchewan, and Quebec. And at the bottom is Alberta, Alabama, and North Dakota. So let's check out the playoff tree. We got Russia versus Switzerland, Iceland versus Japan, Egypt versus Germany, and Italy versus China. And then we have on the North American side, Utah versus Wisconsin, BC versus Saskatchewan, Cincinnati versus Quebec, and Baltimore versus California. So let's take a look at our starting lineup here. Pretty strong down the wings. Wallstrom stealing the top spot again. I don't know why that keeps happening, but that's where he wants to go. He also dropped to an 84. So we got Perry, Wright, Wallstrom, Roulier, Bachman, Tulipov, Lee, Savage, and Besser. Then Vince, Kadri, and Ruchina as our fourth line. Defensively, we got Corso, Chow, Makar, Branstrom, Thompson, and Kinzinev. So we are missing a defenseman. I'm not sure who it is off the top of my head. Lindsay. It's Lindsay, that's who it is. And then you know who the goalies are. So only one defenseman out. Hopefully he comes back. I think he's actually coming back mad late. Might not even play this series. From what I remember, I think he was supposed to be like, or maybe he'll be back. We'll see. But here's hoping no one else gets injured. Stay healthy, my boys. 4-1 loss start. That's not good. It looks like we already lost again because I can already see the 2-0. Yep, 2-1 overtime loss. Alex Thompson's been injured. That's great, but it looks like we won that game. Yep. So Alex Thompson's been injured now. It could be the end for us already in the first round against Japan. Due to the injury bug on the back end. 7-4 loss. This is not good. After a hell of a season, Alex Thompson is back to play. I am going to make sure I put Wallstrom on the third line here because he is overall the weakest, technically. And I don't know why they have him on the top line, but make sure we put Jason Roulier here. We'll put Besser there. Wallstrom on the fourth. Or third, I mean. And let's see if that helps out the team at all. Hopefully. We need a big 3 wins in a row here if we want to continue on. It'll also be very disappointing playoffs for us getting eliminated in the first round after dominating our division. We got to deal with the Henry Eckert experience. That's the issue right now. Mr. 99. Oh, Sotheby and Hart scoring the first goal for Japan. So they're already in the lead. For the first 10 minutes of the first period is up, which is not good. Don't like that. 2-0. Sotheby again. Apparently he's a superstar, scoring 2 goals now. He's going to be looking for that hat trick. Power play for Japan. Nothing going for it right now. Still on the power play. Never mind. There, you're done. We need someone to score a goal. Who the fuck is Japan's goalie? Baron Hayton scoring on Hart. And Eckert scoring on Hart. So it looks like this will be the end for Iceland. Very disappointing playoff series as Bachman finally scores on Crawford. Some made-up goalie. 5-1 Sotheby. There's his hat trick. Goddamn. Apparently he's a superstar. I have no idea who he is, but he's ripping us apart right now in this game. And what a disappointing playoffs for Iceland. Very fucking disappointing. 6-1, Giovanni Smith. Goddamn, Carter Hart shitting himself. I blame the defense. Goddamn you, Sotheby. And the lack of defense on my team and the lack of goal scoring is more apparent, honestly, with 1 goal. With all this firepower, you think they'd be able to score at least 3. But Iceland is going to be eliminated in the first round for the first time in a good time. Alright, so that's the end for Iceland. No 4 cups in 5 years, unfortunately, as they get their asses handed to them by the Japan-Sweden. Oh, Mikko Rantanen, eh? Superstar Mikko Rantanen. Probably the captain of the team, I'd imagine. Very upsetting. Very, very, very upsetting as they get their asses just pounded by Japan in the first round. That's supposed to be Mikko Rantanen, apparently. It looks nothing like him. Looking forward to seeing what the ratings were of these guys, because I feel like we should have dominated them and it just didn't happen for some reason. Alright, the good old retired players. Let's see who left. Connor McDavid leaving the league, just over a point per game. I feel like he'll have more than that in real life. Sam Reinhart, Anthony Mantha with 805 points. Wow, it really falls off after Sam Reinhart. Dylan Larkin, Andre Kasha, Timo Meyer, Oliver Bjorkstrand, Nick Merkley, Nick Schmaltz, Kevin Labanc, Rasmus Ristolainen, Dennis Gurinov, Nikita Sherbak, and not a very good retirement class right now. Adrian Kempe, Miles Wood. Yeah, nothing crazy. Let's check out the goalies. It's like Carter Hart. I'd be so mad. Andre Vasilevsky, who is still playing. Jeez. Thatcher Demko, UC Saros. How was Vasilevsky? 38. UC Saros. So a pretty good goalie class. You know, Korpisalo, Elias Oregon. The Germany Adler are your World of Cup champions, winning 4-2 over the Baltimore Beasts. But how did they get there? Let's find out. Switzerland dismantled Russia in 5 games. Japan dismantled us in 5 games. Germany absolutely destroyed Egypt in 4. China beat Italy in 6, and then Germany beat China in 6. Switzerland and Japan went to 7, but Switzerland was able to come up top. Then Germany just brushed them aside. They must have been too tired after that series because they got beaten 4. And that brought Germany to the finals. Over on the North American side, Utah beats Wisconsin in 6. Saskatchewan beat BC in 6. Cincinnati beats Quebec in 5. And Baltimore beats California in 5. Then Baltimore beats Cincinnati in 5. Utah beats Saskatchewan in 6. And then Baltimore beats Utah in 6. And then, of course, Germany beating Baltimore in 6 to hoist the cup. So congrats to you, Germany Adler. Let's go ahead and check out the award ceremony and see who won what. There you go, Germany Adler with their cup. Look at all those Iceland trophies right there. Real nice. JT, the Mac, has joined the Hero Club. Thanks, buddy. Too sweet. Welcome to the club. Henry Ecker, bastard, that shouldn't even be in the game, won the Art Ross Trophy and the Hearts. James Norris went to Savard. So Japan actually had some really good players on the team. Lady Bin went to Pedersen. Grubeshkov won the Calder. Conn Smythe went to Jake Oettinger, so he was pretty good. Vezina went to Carter Hart. So Drew Franklin won the William Jennings. Soderstrom winning the Bill Masterton Memorial Trophy. Frank J. Selke going to Adam Rice. Wow, someone actually dethroned him. Ted Lindsay to Henry Ecker, and Cole Caulfield with the Maurice Richard Trophy. Alabama was led by Jackson Purcell and Hermia Dubowitz. I feel like Alabama never breaks 60 points. These are players. Colbert, Anderson, and Newhook for Alberta. They didn't break 60 either. Elias Pettersson at 80. Tom Blick with 72. Holy shit, what a year for him. Peyton Carter with 64 from Baltimore. China with Popovic, Lundstrom, and Grubeshkov. No one broke 60 there. BC, Adam Rice with 79. Big fall off by 20 points to Zena and Kako right underneath him. Lambert with 66. Sam Steele 59. And Backstrom with 55 for California. Caulfield had 94 points, 61 goals. We had him on our team once. Pierre Zabatella with 76 and Binghamton with 54. Czech Republic had Brady Tkachuk, Gilroy, and Waugh. Zykov, Tolvanen, and Lawrence, all over 70 points apiece. Pretty good for Finland. France had Podkolzin, Tomasino, and Yamamoto. Germany with McKinnon, Mackey, and Volchenkov. McKinnon's still putting up points at 37 years of age. Moffitt, Dubois, and Marner. for Halifax. I feel like they've seen their last or their better days are behind them. Zegras, Lafreniere, and Leduc for Hamilton. Zegras having a good year. Jack Hughes, Calder, and Hutchinson for Houston. Jack Hughes is pretty amazing in this game. Puts him a lot of points. Iceland, Gear Falcons, Shane Wright, Cerulia, and Besser, all putting up a decent amount of points there as well. Italy had Fabry, Makinen, and Kairu. Here we go. Here's Japan. Henry Eckert, 103 points. Holy shit. They also had Cesar Lecavalier. Okay, I don't feel so bad. And Adrian Southerby, who is 90 overall. So yeah, they led us up to 3 goals in the final. So yeah, they have a pretty good team. They're top. I'm interested in their goalie though. I need to see what their goalie is. Rodney Crawford, 85, and we couldn't score on him. Yep. Of course. It's always the case, isn't it? Okay. London Dragons, Chad Kingsley with 72, Cyphers with 71, Kostopoulos with 58. Louisville Lions, Van Allen, Pouliot, and Denisenko all putting up 70 points, but they had a pretty shit year. Spain with Medvedov, Husher, and Miller. Egypt with Frolov, Ribeiro, and Sikolov. 2-2, Patrick and DeBrincat from Newfoundland. 2-2 putting up some good points. 72. Biopill with Fraser and Boldy, all over 60 points for North Dakota. Quebec with Thurtak, Randall, and Barzell. Pretty good point totals for Quebec. Russia Kamachka with Eichel, Gunler, and Hannafin. No one broke 60 there. Saskatchewan, Dean Boyton, Harper, and Ramirez. Dean Boyton with 84. Keeping Kerslack and Weber for Sweden. Switzerland had Juan, O'Brien, and Guru. Sydney with James Booth, Draisaitl, and Perfetti. So these two still putting up points. Draisaitl had 37, putting up 82 points. That's impressive. Utah Royals with Goulet, Ackerman, and Neuendijk. These guys didn't put up as many points as they usually do, so that's interesting. And finally, the Wisconsin Bucks with Shorstrom, Keller, and Zabotov. Let's look at the entire league here and see who led in goals. We already know who did, but we're going to look anyways. 6-2-1 for Cole Caulfield. James Booth with 53. Shorstrom with 48. 2-2 with 45. Assists obviously goes to Ecker. 83 assists. Nuts. 62 for Draisaitl. 62 for Van Island. Grew with 58 as well. And Pedersen with 58. And then most points, as we know, went to Henry Eckert, 103. Cavier behind him, his teammate with 95. And Caulfield 94. Booth 86. And Wright with 85. So at least Wright was in the top 5. Who was the PIMS leader? Randall with 187. And the most hits. Hits. There we are. 192 for Maxim Volkov. Big hitter. And as we know, Carter Hart was the best goalie. Let's see by how much. 927 was the save percentage. Drew Franklin was right there too. Jeez. Oops. I went to high. Sexsmith actually had a better save percentage than 928, but Carter Hart played 70 fucking games, so that makes sense. 927, save percentage was 226, so who had the best save percentage? I believe it was me as well. Okay. Why the fuck did he win the William M. Jennings trophy then? Doesn't make any sense. But hell of a year for Drew Franklin. Got to the finals, but just couldn't win it himself, unfortunately. There's Lorenzo Guarcianiak. He used to be one of our goalies as well, franchise goalies in Italy. So I am the best player in the league right now, out of us anyways, 91 overall. Still in Australia, 17 goals, 19 assists, plus 7. Got 1 year left, so I become a free agent. So it'd be interesting to see where I go. 3 goals, 36 assists for Farnsworth Bentley. He's got a new contract at 9.275. Corey Rice, 27 goals, 25 assists. $8.8 million for him. Chad Kingsley with 36 goals, 36 assists. Guys always putting up numbers. 45 goals, 34 assists for Adam with $8 million. Jason Riley had 31 goals, 45 assists. Jumped up to an 89 at least. Tom Blick with 33 goals, 39 assists. Had a hell of a year for himself. Alex Thompson, 2 goals, 35 assists. Matt Savage with 13 goals, 26 assists. $2.2 million. Michael Lozada with 36 goals. So he's back on his goal scoring ways. Dave Savage with 15 goals, 8 assists. He's got 6 years left on his deal. Cam with 25 goals, 24 assists. 1 year left. Zach Moffat with 27 goals, 32 assists. Still putting up the numbers. 1 year left on his deal. Trey Long with 6 goals, 19 assists with minus 15 each. Callum Yaxley with 11 goals, 26 assists. John Harley Quinn Olive, 37 games played, 5 points. Not great. Tim Reed, 12 goals, 7 assists over in Australia. Gianni with 13 goals, 12 assists. Vince with 17 goals, 10 assists. Played 76 games, so at least he played some hockey. 14 goals, 26 assists for Marcus. Joel with 12 goals, 5 assists over in Australia. Spain had Gonzalez, who I believe did play for them. 82 games, 8 points. Phil Leger, who played in the NHL with 20 points in 82 games for Russia. And then we'll check our goalies. Drew Flanken had himself a hell of a year. 91 overall, 41 wins on the season, 926, 228, 7 shutouts, making chump change too. Doc Campbell played 64 games, 908, 282, not very good. Signed for $4.86 million. So that's going to do it for another edition of the World of Hockey. Pretty upsetting way to go out in the first round after a pretty good season, but there might be some changes. Might try to get a bit younger, bring in some young blood, hopefully draft well again, and see where things go. So until next time, I'm Herotheycallme. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a thumbs up on the video if you're watching on YouTube, and I will catch you on the next one. So until next time, Hero Club for life. Too sweet.